Today we are at the newly reimagined Garden View Tea Experience at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa.
There are new foods, new desserts, new theming to Alice in Wonderland, and there's a bunch of fun teas on the menu.
Hang on.
After, we're going to head over to Magic Kingdom to ride the reimagined Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
You see the hat? I am Mrs. Nesbitt.
That's where I'm going to leave that. Before we head in, here's a couple things you should know. Tea is offered here from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Wednesdays through Sundays. Reservations are required and they're prepaid. It's $79 per adult and $49 per child plus tax and tip. That includes unlimited tea and your full tower of food. There are also optional add-ons like cocktails, a cheese course, and other enhancements if you want to upgrade the experience. And now it's time to head in. We just got sat at our table, and as soon as you walk in, if you've been here before, you'll definitely notice the place has been completely refreshed. It's got a whole new look in this space. They've added a light Alice-inspired theme, and it feels brighter. It's more modern. It really fits in with the whole Grand Floridian vibe. It still keeps that elegant tea room feel, but now it's got a little more Disney personality into it.
Obviously, one of the highlights here is the tea experience. So there's a multitude of different teas to try from. In fact, we just got the opportunity to smell some of those teas, which was very nice. As a person who doesn't typically gravitate towards tea, I'm excited to give that perspective here. It's not something that I would typically order. So it was nice to be able to smell some of those different types of teas to see which one I felt like I would like the most, and I'm excited to try what I got.
I went with the nutty chocolate flavored Assam.
You want to try it? You did.
Yeah, okay.
But you
Definitely
can have
taste the chocolate in there quite a bit.
I did put two.
That's good.
This is the exotic mango and ginger tea. Again,
What is it?
someone who doesn't necessarily gravitate towards tea, I'm excited to try. I do love the flavor of mango, and it's definitely pronounced in this. It's good, I like it. I added a cube of sugar to it, which is definitely helping with it, but I'm a fan. Really enjoy this. I will drink the entire cup.
And I got the Red Bush Caramel Velvet, which is an herbal infusion tea, which is made from South African red bush leaves, flavored with caramel and safflowers for a smooth finish, but also that safflower just adds a little spice at the end. Yeah, this one is really smooth. I get why they had the velvet description in there. Super smooth. It's good. In the description, they call this a comforting cup of tea, and I totally get that. Just because it's so smooth, this might be the tea that you want to end with, just because it's nice and comforting, a nice way to kind of end the experience.
So we did get a couple of add-ons to the experience, and one of those is this alcoholic beverage. There's a couple different alcoholic beverages for you to try. This is the Martini. It is a Drumshambo Gunpowder Irish Gin with Twinings Earl Grey tea, lemon, and honey. Excited to give this a try. Cheers. As someone who doesn't always love gin, the gin flavor is definitely there. The lemon is very pronounced. It's got some sourness to it. I'd say it's more sour than it is sweet, but it's tasty.
So the other specialty tea that we added on is the Curiosity. This one's a Twinings Refreshers Strawberry Raspberry Herbal Tea with a touch of shimmering magic, and the server actually showed us that shimmering magic in the bottle before she poured it out into the cup. It's very beautiful. Yeah, that's definitely very refreshing, and the strawberry raspberry flavor, it's good. That is a good one. I highly recommend getting that tea as well. We're also moving into our scone service. They brought over scones for everybody. It's the orange cranberry scone. These things look amazing. We've also, on the side, got the Devonshire cream, orange marmalade, and European butter. So definitely going to let you know which one is our favorite one. I put a little bit of each butter on this scone. That orange marmalade one is so good. It's so strong, not too sweet, so delicious. I think that one was the European butter, and that is amazing. So smooth, so good. They're all so good.
As you can see, my scone is gone. It was absolutely delicious. Honestly, and I'm not just saying this, it is one of the best scones that I've ever had. It was crispy on the outside, it was warm and soft on the inside. The flavor was delicious. The butter, I had I think it was the European butter on it with the orange marmalade. I mean, I would absolutely get that again and again and again. And it was so good. This is another enhancement to your experience here. And we got the seasonal cheese selection. One of the cheeses that's actually really standing out to me is right here in the middle. It is a truffled brie. Very excited to try that. But also on the end here, we've got gooseberries, and that just makes me think of Snow White and gooseberry pie, which is a trivia question on Disney Cruise Line. So mark that down. Let's give the truffled brie a try. That's exactly what you would expect of it. It has a strong truffle flavor and then also a strong brie flavor. I love that. That is delicious.
Here's a hop tip. You can get another scone. So those are so good. We're getting seconds. Also important to note is that all of these cheeses are seasonal, so it might not be exactly the same for your visit, but I have to try the cheesecake one because I'm a cheesecake fan. I know it's a savory cheesecake, but still gonna have to try that out. Very smooth. It's got a good taste. I really like that one. I gotta try the truffle brie too though, because it sounds like that's a hit. Everything you said, 100% yes.
Our server, I asked her what her favorite things on the menu were, and she said the seasonal cheese selection, and specifically that truffle brie. Yeah, it's so good.
I see why.
All right, so we just got our tower full of incredible looking treats. There is all kinds of stuff on here, from some savory options to some sweets. We also found out that you could do a plant-based some plant-based options as well. What's nice is that there is a singular item of every variety for every person at the table. So everybody gets to try everything. The plant-based options are very similar to the regular options as well. They just look slightly different, and they're made with plant-based ingredients. I cannot wait to dig into this. It looks absolutely amazing. The theming is on point, as it would be. Disney crushes it with the details, and that's what this looks like. So this is the plant-based version of the egg salad sandwich, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum sandwich. I'm excited to give this a try. It looks like maybe some cauliflower is in there. It has the consistency of what would be an egg salad sandwich. The flavor's there. I really enjoy it. I would not have really known that that was plant-based. And I feel like sometimes that's like the mark of a great plant-based item. So I really enjoyed that.
This is the regular Tweedledee egg salad sandwich. So I taste the onions, which are not too strong, but it just adds like a good flavor. Good. I like it a lot. Very good. Light. Let's try the caterpillar cucumber roll. Mine is the regular one.
And then mine is the plant-based.
Caterpillar
Cheers.
cucumber roll. I don't know. That's all it says.
It's unique.
Yeah, it's refreshing.
Yeah, I actually really like it.
Very light, very airy. The bread is like a pumpernickel bread,
Yeah,
so you can
that's what I was
taste
gonna
that
say.
flavor a lot.
Very good. I like it a lot. That's
Cheers.
good.
Look how cute this is. I don't know if you can tell, but this is actually a heart playing card and a little tart, and inside is chicken curry. Curry is one of those things that like I just can't seem to stop eating. It's just one of my favorite flavors, so I'm excited to try this one. I actually love that. That is actually really, really good. The curry is hitting. It's spot on. It's not over the top though. You're still getting a good mix of the chicken salad. I think my favorite part though is the tart, this crust. It is just light and crispy and adds some dimension to this little dish instead of it just being like chicken curry on bread. So I love that.
And here we got the salmon crisp. Looks really good. I'm a fan of salmon. If you are a fan of salmon, that's going to be really good. It's got a little bit of a spice, a little bit of a kick on it. Very good. It's like a little savory, spicy Rice Krispie treat.
That's how it is on.
That's good. I like it. I think my favorite part of that is probably the little savory, mildly spicy Rice Krispie treat on the bottom of this. Very good. This is the Painting the Rose dessert, which looks really good. Actually came just white, and you know what's wrong with white roses? They're not red. So it was fun. The server came over and painted the roses for us before we could have them. Wow, it's kind of moist. Nick also just tried the same thing. What'd you think?
Yeah, those were really tasty. Also, I did want to note that those are plant-based on their own, which is good to know. But yeah, very light, very airy. I keep saying that, but everything is, which I feel like is kind of like a normal thing. This is my first tea experience, but I feel like that kind of goes with the vibes for sure. Like light, airy, refreshing. It was very good.
Yeah, everything. We totally agree with that.
It just got frosting. I know.
I like the matcha cake a lot. Definitely taste the apricot jam on there. That's good.
Okay, I have the flamingo. Apparently, he's sort of like a cheese puff or cream puff. So definitely, it was like a cream puff. It had a little bit of like a tartness to it, but yeah, it was good. I want to say it was like light and airy again, but it was. It was good. It was refreshing.
Just wanted to add an important detail as well about the towers that we did ask, and you can't like substitute one, say you don't want that and you want to get two of another. It's really about trying one of everything. For everyone, everybody gets one. So as we wrap up, I think we have finished our tower and everything. You can put in another request for some more tea before you go, but amazing. Absolutely amazing. We had such a good time in here.
I really feel like, so I became a girl dad this past summer, and I feel like one day I envisioned taking my daughter, little Miss Zoe, there, and we would have the time of our life, like a fun little tea party at Disney.
It's so special. It's a very special experience. A little more elevated than just something you do at the theme parks. I had a great time.
It was great. My favorite food item, or favorite thing that I tried really, was the scone. It was the perfect combo of salty, sweet, warm, buttery, delicious.
I got a second. I asked for a second. We got seconds on the scones. They were so good. That was also a favorite. And then I also liked, there was, when the tray came out up at the top, there was a flamingo like tart. And it was made with mango and hibiscus. Really good.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the food was very tasty. And the plant-based options were also very good. They were like, honestly, couldn't taste a whole lot of a difference between the plant-based options and the non-plant-based at times. So, great experience. We had a blast. We are actually going to hop over to Magic Kingdom now. Becca has to head out, but Ryan and I are going to go get our Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin on. We're going to see who gets the highest score. Thank you for joining us, Becca.
Oh, had a great time. Thanks for having me.
Let's go to Magic Kingdom.
All right, we just made it over to Magic Kingdom into Tomorrowland for Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin.
We've got brand new targets. We've got new blasters. The ride experience, we've both been able to do it. The ride experience has changed for sure. It feels elevated. It feels fresh and new. If you want to see the entire like POV, Ryan here.
There is a full POV on our channel of the new ride. Also, we just posted a new video that does a breakdown if you want to be able to get the highest score possible, Galactic Hero. There's a few things you need to know, so make sure you watch that. Maybe we'll go over some as we wait in line.
We'll try our best. But we're going to be trying to get Galactic Hero. We're also going to see who has the higher score, because the higher score is going to pick the snack or treat that we get after we ride.
Let's do it.
Game on.
So I will say, as far as strategy goes, watch out for the white pulsating targets, and definitely watch out for any rainbow targets that pop up, because those ones are going to unlock a bonus mode where for like 10 seconds you're going to be able to score hundreds of thousands of points. But go watch the video. That's the complete breakdown on how to get the most points and even get Galactic Hero. It's time to get on board and get that Galactic Hero, hoping that I get that I can beat his score.
I think you did it.
Oh man! So close.
Oh, we were close. Good job, Ryan.
We both got the Galactic Commando. Good job. But hey, we both got Cosmic Commando.
Yeah, and I hit a rainbow target. That was exciting.
Yeah, it was fun. I barely won. We were neck and neck like the whole time.
30,000 points.
Just barely.
So close. But
I didn't know what I want to pick though. I'm feeling actually a little hungry. It's getting a little rainy, so indoors would be good. I'm thinking a little bit of a shrimp skewer at Columbia Harbour House.
Okay. Would not have been my choice, but a good choice nonetheless.
Let's do it. That's what I want. if you want to get a real meal, get the shrimp skewer with green beans and rice over at Columbia Harbour House. This place has some like legit food, and it's actually a lot of really healthy stuff. So if you're looking to eat lean and healthy, definitely come here.
I got the salmon and this looks very tasty. I have never had this before, so I'm super excited to try it. It's a maple mustard salmon, but like Ryan said, a rice bowl with salmon and green beans, sign me up. That's actually really tasty, especially for like quick service at a theme park. I've been sleeping on Columbia Harbour House.
Telling you, this place is a sleeper hit. That's why I picked it.
You just want rice all over the table.
Look at that. Plus, I love that you can sit up here and get a little view into the parks, right out of the window next to your table. Super fun place. We wanted to swing over here and take a look at the progress happening on Big Thunder Mountain because we just got the big news that it is officially reopening on May 3rd. So excited to check out the attraction. It's actually testing right now, so we're kind of just hanging out, watching it. But if you want to be sure to get all the updates and experience the attraction with us, be subscribed to the channel.
What a fun day between tea over at the Grand Floridian and then time here in the Magic Kingdom. Buzz Lightyear, so much fun. Ryan and I have to continue to work on those scores. We'll report back at some point and let you know when we hit Galactic Hero. Maybe that'll be a video in and of itself. Ken, Nick, and Ryan get Galactic Hero. Let us know in the comments if you guys want to see that happen. Also, such exciting news about Big Thunder Mountain. Obviously, there's so much fun in store here at Walt Disney World around the parks coming this summer. It's going to be so much fun. We've got Cool Kids Summer happening. Make sure that you like and subscribe, like Ryan said earlier, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. But also, if you want to save on your vacation to Walt Disney World, you've got to book it through Undercover Tourist. Big savings on our website, UndercoverTourist.com. Thank you guys for following along. We'll see you real soon.
Get the exact same theme park tickets for less, no catch, at Undercover Tourist.